webinar on January 7, 2023. Get 2 weeks of free trial by joining our courses. Benefits you'll get from us. To know more, feel free to contact us.
All right, Pranto, can you share the link with all our members? Hi, everyone.
Okay.
This is Shibla Ahmad, and I have with me Pranto and Pratik. So next 1 hour, we are going to actually share the how to use Git actually. So it is kind of the different than what you're thinking, but we are kind of covering more kind of some labs in a collaborative approach, so that beside the running the command, but actually some of the command has a collaboration. So we are going to actually cover those. It should actually help you moving forward when you run the Git command. So without further delay, so let me share my screen so we can go over what we are going to bring today. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go to the slide. We're going to the full screen. So the GitHub, GitHub and the GitLab, you can say all the same thing. Git is open source. GitHub is a company. GitLab is a company. They actually provide millions of developers the free accounts, as well as they are selling their license to the enterprise company as needed. So Git can be hosted on the self-hosted, as well as Git is a SaaS-based platform. Means you will be simply using it as your company is paying for the license. Okay, and that's actually called the SaaS base. So what is Git? So basically in the software development, when the developer, a developer means a software developer, a CloudOps engineer, they also write the code for the infrastructure. A quality engineer, they also write the code for the test automation. They're all called the developer. When as a developer, we write the code, we actually write the code on our computer, we call the local host. So it is on our computer, but we use the Git, that where we actually store the code so that other people can use it, or we can see whatever we are changing as a iterative approach. Means, of course, we are not working on the same thing every day, or we are not just writing the code one time. We actually work daily, weekly, and monthly, and we add the code daily. That's how we do things. So Git actually track, manage, and then actually give the so many features and functionality from Git itself. So it allows you to see the changes you make to your code and easily revert them. Revert them means you make some changes, you actually remove the changes as well. Or you make changes and then it is actually make a mess in other people, and actually you can revert it back. So what is version control? A system that tracks the changes in your code base. It allows for collaborative development. It ensures who and what changes have been made. It also allows you to go back to the previous version of your project. So that's actually the Git and the version control system. So what is GitLab again? GitLab is a company. They actually, Git is open source. They took the Git actually open source software, and they developed their own platform, and that's called the GitLab. And the GitLab, as I said, they're both different company. You can do their system, you can do their application free, or you can actually use the paid version as well. You can pay as your personal the subscription, as well as the company based, the enterprise or the small business subscription. GitLab, not only we do for the code repository, it also actually have the ability to actually develop the CI/CD, and actually it also does the build as well. So That's the it does. And plus it provide everything what the Git does, because under the hood it is using the Git source code. So you can install the Git on your computer. As a Windows user, you can actually download. And Linux, if you are a Linux operating system user, Git is already installed. If you are a Mac user, actually you can go to this the link, and it will actually you can download based on your operating system. Okay, once you download it, you need to install it. So now you Git already on your computer. It's called the local host. GitHub also has the desktop version. There is a two version. One is the desktop client. One is actually the CLI, means command line interface. You can actually control everything from the command line. All right. So our prerequisite for this session, we are going to create a new project, and we are going to run all this bunch of command. And let's say the Git init, we will create the branch, and we'll actually check the Git status, Git remote, and Git add origin, and then Git add everything. We are going to add dot Git commit. We are just what we are committing. We're just providing a user story or the some of the reference what the changes have been made. So which is called the comments. And Git push, we are actually pushing from the local to the remote. Remote means your GitHub repository or the self-hosted or the distributed SaaS-based one. Okay. Why do we need it? Of course, the GitHub is the whole purpose of the GitHub is the multiple developers, so many developers work together in a project in the different features. When I say that features means application has many actually parts, okay, and we call the features. So the one developer work on his feature, other developer works their feature, and there is a front end, there is a back end, there is a remote, there is a mobile app. So many actually the pieces of an application throughout the life cycle. So everybody can maintain their own version. So in this case, Git is very good. And you can actually share each other code. You can merge with each other code. So that's kind of things you're going to learn from this session. Okay. Of course, you need a Git account, and you need to install the Git on local machine. Okay. Okay. So why do we need it? Of course, we need to change the local machine. Do not automatically update your remote repository. Yes. So we need to push to make the changes in the remote repo. Developer has to make changes based on the user story. Again, prerequisite means when you push something, a developer or the CloudOps engineer or the quality engineer, they make the changes based on their action, the sprint work items. Can be user story, can be test automation, can be writing the infrastructure automation. Everything is actually the code. So we are going to use this command in the session after this conversation is done. All right, we're going to use the fork. So fork is something is important we are going to use. So fork is, I have a Git repository on my local and on my remote. Now I want other developer actually contribute on this repository. In this case, this developer, the developer one, can fork it. When they fork it, it goes to their remote repository as their own branch. Now they can actually clone this on their computer. They contribute again. Maybe this is the front-end developer, make the changes based on the user story, and they push it, and actually they do the pull request, because now their version and the original version, means the one they fork it, are the difference. So they push the changes, and then the owner have to review it and then actually approve it, and that's called the pull. So we just said the fork is simply you want to contribute in a code base, so you can go to that code base if it is allowed with you, that's shared with you, and when you fork it, it becomes your own repository, and you make the changes. Then you can actually push it. You push your branches, and now you have to request the pull request to merge with the owner, the original repository. Cloning a project means you have a project on the remote and actually you are download the first time. So that's called the cloning. Okay. So of course we have the some repository here, and you can use multiple way. Okay, let's see. Here we go. I got keeping noodles. Okay. So why you need it? Of course, we will talk about this as we continue, and then we'll be talking about the push. Why you need the push? We'll talk about this, and the run the command. We are going to run those commands, and then we are going to do the pull request from the UI, and then why do we need this? We are going to show it so you can see it. Interacting with the Git, with the GUI of the pull request, we are going to do that as well. And then interacting with the UI of the pull request as well, we are going to do that as well. And why we use the branch, we are talking about that. And then stop branching. And then why do we pull? We're going to talk about this, and all the Git command we are going to run. Okay. So Pratik and Pranta will be actually, both developer will be collaborating throughout the session, and to actually go one by one. Pratik, do you want to go first? What is the plan?
No, Pranta will go first.
All right, Pranta, you can unmute yourself, then you can start. See, yep, you can see the screen now.
Okay, so first of all, let me go to the git.ts for .ts. So this is our GitLab. So in our machine, first of all, we have to download and install the Git. So to download and install the Git, I have to just search here Git download. So here, if I click on the first one, git-scm.com, this link, and here it is. So I'm using the Windows, so I have to click for the download for Windows, and you will get automatically the Windows one. So just simply click it, then it will ask you for which one are you going to download the 32-bit or the 64-bit. So it's depends on your operating system. If you're using the 32-bit, then go to the 32, otherwise 64. So after downloading, then just the installation part is like the normal softwares. Okay, so after installing successfully, just go to your command prompt. The command prompt here, just write down git
So
dash
just
dash.
go to the command prompt, just type on the search, and the type CMD.
Okay.
Close it. Yep. The type on your the Windows R. Yep, Windows R,
Yeah.
and then you can type the
Windows
CMD.
are then cmd. So this is the, then here is the command prompt. Okay, so
Your place. Do you know how to do this? Yeah, go back. Okay. Properties. Click properties, and then okay. Oh, it sounds good. Thank you. And the first of all, check the Git version. Oh. Okay, so it means that you need to check it. If it is not installed properly, then you need to install it. Otherwise, you will not see it, and none of the Git command will work until the installation is successful. Okay, continue.
okay, so now let's say I'm going to create a project now. So let's say I will create a project, then I will work on that project. After that, I will push that project on the Git, on this git.ts5.us here. Okay. So to do that, first of all, let me open my Eclipse. Okay,
So
so this is
basically,
my ID. Yeah, go
you
on.
can you can actually the create the so you're going to create the project here on the Eclipse.
Yes.
Okay, so basically, you can create a project from your local computer, create a folder, and then you can use a IDE. IDE means integrated development environment, means where you're writing the code, debugging the code, and run the code. And you actually create a project in your IDE, and then you save that project in your the folder where you actually created a Git project. Or you can actually the mix and match, you can do either way. Okay, continue.
Okay. So here I'm just going to create a project. It's simple. Just go to the new. So it's a Java project. So give the project name. Okay. Um, Demo project. So I'm just going to click on the finish. Okay. So here is my project. Okay. So if I want to see the like where it is, so here actually in the Eclipse workspace in under the users directory, here is my project. Okay, the demo project. Okay, here you can see this is the project. Okay, so let's say I also just create a class. It's just a simple class. Hello class. Okay, just to write a code here. Hello world. Okay, simple. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to push this project to the repository so that I can share this project with the Pratik also. Like he is my another team member, he is my another developer who can also contribute in the same project. Right now it's on my local machine. Okay, it's only on my machine. No one can access except me. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to push this one. So what I'm going to do, I'll go to my first of all, I'll create a repository into git.ts5.us. So here, just click on the new project, create blank project, give the project name. The project name is, let's say or my Java project. Okay, you can give any name of your project. Then this is actually we have several groups. That's why it is asking for the groups. You can just select yourself, or if you have a group, you can select the group also. Okay. Then the visibility level is private. We don't need the README file from the scratch. We can create it by ourselves later. So just simply click on the create project. Okay. So it's creating it create a empty repository. See, you can see this is empty repository. There is nothing here. Okay, you can see here the instructions also. Okay, so first of all, at the very beginning, if you are using the Git for the first time on your computer, so first of all you have to globally set up your Git. The how to set up your Git globally, just follow these two commands. Okay, so the command is like git config, then space dash dash global user dot name. Okay, so you have to give actually the username of your account. Okay, of your Git account. So you can give the Shibla Ahmed. I'm actually using the admin account. Ahmed. Okay, user dot.
Username
Oh,
cannot
okay,
be any
so there will
space.
be no equal. Sorry. Okay,
Okay.
so git config dash dash global user dot name. So see, okay, that's good. Then git config dash dash global user dot email. Okay, so the email is the email you have used to register on the Git. So it's okay, Shibla Ahmed, Ahmed at gmail.com. Okay. So if you want to check to this username email is saved on your config file. So just you can simply say git config dash list. So here you can see username Shiblu Ahmed, user email Shiblu F Ahmed at gmail.com. Okay, so that means our information is saved. Okay, now what is the next step? So they are saying that create a new repository. Okay, we have already a new repository. Then git clone. We can clone this project. Then we have to navigate to this project. Then we have to switch to branch. Then touch the readme file. Then push. Then origin main. Okay, so this is the new repository you can work on. This is if you are working on the existing repository, existing folder, and this is the existing repository. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to follow this one because we have already the existing folder, right? So we are going to just init the folder. Okay, so first of all, let me go to the that directory cd uh, users. Okay, let me see again the directory. Okay, users. Okay, so here I have the Eclipse workspace. Okay, then here I have the demo project. Okay, so this is the project. So this is the actual project we have. Okay, the Java project. Okay, so right now what I will do, I don't have any Git file inside this folder. If you want to check, view, show hidden items, I have already selected this. There is no hidden items. You can see. Okay, so what I will do, I'll create a init file. So git init. Okay, just write down this command and press enter. So see, initialized empty git repository into this directory, and here you can see .git file. Okay, so this file we need to trace into our GitLab. Okay, okay, after that what we will do, we can follow their command. So after that we are already existing into the folder. Then we can initialize branch equal to main. We can follow this git init dash initialize branch equal to main. Okay, okay, so okay, so it's saying that we have already the repository, so it just reinitialized. Okay, and it's now it's into the main branch. Okay,
Basically,
so
now the remote repo and the local repo is connected as of now.
Yes.
Okay, so the
So
main,
now,
can you go back to
yeah,
the project and we are showing the main.
like after push the project, we
Click,
can
click,
show them.
click clone.
Uh,
There is no main there. Okay. Oh, we cannot see now. Okay. Oh, the
no.
main is the keyword here, right? In the
Yes.
initially. Okay.
Okay. So now what we have to do, we have to connect the my local folder, which is the demo project. Okay, this is the project into my local machine, and I have to connect this one with my GitLab repository, with this repository. Okay, so for this, which command we can use? This one, git remote add origin. Okay, so git remote add origin, then I have to give the link of this project. So just I can simply copy this. Okay, then paste it, records, then enter. Okay, so now it's connected with this repository. Now I can easily push the project or clone it, whatever I can do now, I can do it easily. Okay, so if I check git status, see, I can see these files inside my that these files are saying that it's not added, it's untracked, because every whatever inside this project, everything is untracked. Okay, so to track this file, let me clear the console. To track this file, what I can use, git add, then dot means everything inside that directory. Okay, inside the which directory? The demo project. Then press enter. Okay, now if I check again git status, see, everything is now ready to committed. Okay, so now we are going to commit this. So to commit, git commit dash m means message, so we can put any message to commit the code. So I can say that the first push of the code, the project. Okay, okay, everything is committed. Now I can simply push the project. So git push origin, and then the branch name main. Okay, fail to push. Did I miss anything? Okay, sorry. Git git push upstream dash u, then origin main. Okay, let me check. Maybe it's git branch. Oh, okay, it's saying master. So let's create a branch. Okay. Now I have the main, so I have to switch with the main. For that, git branch switch main. Yes. Now let me check. Oh, sorry. So it's to switch here, to switch the branch.
Why
The,
it is git checkout
Mhm.
and then
Okay,
main.
okay, yeah. Git checkout, then the main, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Switch to branch main. If I want to ensure, just type git branch. See, main now select. Okay. Now I can push it. Git push upstream origin main. Yeah, it's working.
Upstream means you are just the pushing from local to the remote,
Okay.
right?
Yes. Okay. For the first time in the Windows, it may ask this Git Credential Manager. It depends. It may ask or it may not. So if it asks you to give your credential manager, so just give the username of your Git and give the password. Okay. So I'm just giving the password. Uh, Let me find out the password.
So in many organization, they generate the token. In many organization, they generate the pass. They use the password. So token means against your user ID. It can generate the the token. That the token you can actually use for the push or the pull or anything with the remote host from your local host.
Okay. So just click. I give the username and password. Please. Okay. Okay. It's worked and it's saying that it's pushed the code successfully. Now I can simply just reload. Okay. See, successfully push the project. Okay. So now what I have to do, still,
Can you go to the project and show the what we wrote in the
okay,
clips so that you can see?
src. This is the hello class.java. If I
Open it.
open it,
Open
here
it.
it is. Here the
So
code.
that's exactly we wrote. So now the remote machine and the local machine are sync. In this case, if he make the changes on his computer, it will be untracked until he push it.
Yeah.
Again, until he push it, anything, any user story he write the code or any infrastructure code he writes, until he push it, it will be untracked on stage. It will be on his computer. Okay, continue. So what
Okay.
we done so far? We created we installed Git, we downloaded install, and we created the local computer, the Git, the folder, and then we open the Eclipse project, and then we create the class, and we just simply wrote the couple like the line, and then actually we covered the remaining things. Okay, continue.
Okay. So right now, like, still, Pratik, he can't access this project. So I have to give the access to him. So to give the access of this project, let me go to the repository, project information, then go to the members. Then I will just add him. So invite members. Then I will give his username or the email address, which one he used to register the account in the git.ts for you. So of your Pratik, this one. Okay. And I'm selecting the role as a developer. Okay. I can select the maintainer because sometimes he face issue to push the code. So let me invite him. Okay. So he can easily right now the access this
So he has
project.
to accept it. So at this moment,
Yes.
when you send a request, that person has to accept it, and then this project will be show on their Git. So let's, Pratik, are you going to share your screen now?
Yes, I want to share now because I have to work on this project.
Sure.
So let me share my screen. Can you see the screen?
Let me see. Not yes.
Okay. So hello, I'm Pratik, and I'll be continuing the next portion, like what is forking and branching and doing pull request of the project, because Prantava has invited me to collaborate in this project. So if I go to my GitLab account in my dashboard, I can see that uh, I have I have been invited in a project, like this project has been invited to me. So if I go to this project, So to work in this project, I have to fork it first, because if you want to collaborate in a project, you have to first fork it in your Git account, because this project is actually owning another owner. So I have to fork this project.
So for the
Fork.
collaboration,
Yes.
you have to fork it. If you want to only the source code, then you have to clone it. So now the first of all, you have to fork it. So click the fork. So you open
So
the project and click the fork.
I am forking it.
Okay.
So it is asking to which name I want to provide. So I can say a project name and slug.
So
So I
when he forks it, yeah, let me continue. When he click the fork, he can provide the all the different name what he wants, because
yes,
eventually this will go to on his repository. So it does not
yes,
have to be the matching what the owner repository name and the description. So you do not need to be panic out within this. You just put the naming you want. But again, the putting the same name is the best practice. Okay,
yes.
continue.
So I want to keep this as it is. So and then I have to select my username, because I want to keep it in my account. So I'm selecting my name, and then I can just give a description, but it is optional, you can skip it. So, and visibility level, you have to select private, because it is private. So I select private and then fork the project. So now you can see that I have forked the project from the owner project, right? This was the first one that Prantabhai has created. So in my account, if I go to my account, I have this project, my Java project. This one is the fork project. So uh, if I compare between this project and this project, it is same as it is. So to work in this project, I have to clone this project in my local machine, because in the development process, you will be working with in your local machine, not in this remote repository. So cloning means actually it will be cloned in the,
Downloaded.
yes,
So remember, this time he is cloning. So remember, before it was the cloning option that time, but we did not do that. To do the collaboration, we fork it. Once we did the fork, now it is showing on his means his name under his repository. At this moment, we are going to do the cloning. So understand the difference between the when to do cloning, when to do the forking. It's very important. All right,
yes.
continue.
So to clone this project in my local machine, I can just simply click this clone button, and then you can clone it with SSH key and HTTPS protocol. We are going to follow this protocol, HTTPS, and then just copy the URL, and I can simply create a folder in my local machine to work in this project. So I can just simply create a folder. uh, let's say I want to clone this project in this desktop. So I want to open the terminal. So to clone this, there is a command like git clone, and then paste the URL you have copied from your fork project. So I have pasted, and if I hit to clone the project,
Yep. So
so
one
it
more
is
time,
cloning.
remember your computer, the Git need to be installed on your computer. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay. So cloning
Yes,
is done.
yes. So cloning is done, and it depends actually on your internet speed. So I have cloned it. So if I go to this project, like this one is the project I have cloned it. So let me go to this project, like change directory, and then my Java project, then hit enter. So as I am a developer, I want to work with this project, and I want to open it in my Visual Studio Code. To do that, I can simply run a command.
So
So
BS code is another IDE. So remember, there is two IDE are being used by the two different developer. Is completely fine. BS code is open source. It is developed by Microsoft and based on the Electron.js and the actually JavaScript. So he is going to open the project using the BS code as a IDE. All right, continue.
to open the project in VS Code, I can simply type code and space dot. So it will open my project in VS Code.
Nice.
So so you see, this one is the project that I have forked it. So you can see that it was the same project that I have forked from the upstream repository. That means Prantova has created.
So
So
upstream we always call that. So remote repository we can always call the upstream. Correct?
yes, yes,
Okay.
upstream means where you have forked from
Yes.
the
Where you're
repository.
from. Okay. Good.
Okay, then I have to work in this project. So let me open the terminal in this VS Code. In VS Code, there is a feature terminal like in the Windows PowerShell. So I can just close it and open in VS Code terminal. So you can just click in this terminal option menu. So I can click and new terminal. So it will open a new terminal. So to view the status of the project, I can simply run a command git status to check the status of this project, like uh, which file has been untracked or tracked. Like, so it is saying that you are in a main branch. So my main branch is up to date with the origin main. So because I have not added any file, so to contribute in this project, I have to create another file. Like, as a developer, you
You
are
just
what?
have to make the changes. Anything you
Yes,
do based on your user story, based on the
yes,
request. Anything. A
yes.
dot is also change. A comments
Okay,
is anything you do, it's become the change of this code base.
yes. So let's say I want to add a file. Let me let me add a file. Let's say I want to add a file like um, test.java. Java. Obviously, you're not working like that, because I am showing you as a demo purpose. So if I hit, so I can just copy the code and then paste it here and just print test file. So I have to save it. So you can see that in VS Code, this file is highlighted with green text. So it is basically untracked file. So if I run git status,
So
like,
untrack means Git, means the remote Git is not able to recognize this, means it does not have these changes. That's we call the untracked. Am I right?
yes,
Okay.
yes. So if I hit git status, then it is showing that you have a file and it is untracked. There is source slash test.java. So to track this, you have to use like git add command. So I have to run git add, and then you can just simply the file name, uh, and I'll be using a dot because the dot will do the all changes. So if I hit dot and then enter, uh, you can see that it is highlighted with a light color. So it is now tracked. So now I can see git status, like, so I can see that the file is ready to commit it. So to commit this file, I can simply type git commit, and then you have to uh, type m dash m, that means message. You can type a relevant message like I want to add test
New file.
file
Yep.
added. So I want to hit this command. So it is saying that while one file change and 8 insertion, because I have 8 lines of code. So we have committed the code. So I have to uh, push this command in our like in this remote repository. To do that, I have to run another command like git. Uh, let me check. Let me check which uh, which remote repository is presented in this project. So to check that, you
Your,
can
your voice is getting faster. So before you do the push, you need to just the check which the remote repository you are in. So we are going to run that command now, or you have to check out in a specific repository where you are going to push the code. All right, so go
yes.
ahead.
So I'm checking with git remote and then dash v, that means version. So I can see that I have a command link like git is for you, my username and the project.
Why your voice
So
is getting like the faster? What happened? Did you make any changes? We hear your voice is like 100,
sorry.
like okay. Try now.
Okay, is it
Speak
clear
now.
now?
Nope. Still your voice is like you are talking like a 1.5% faster. Okay, so okay, git remote V where you are now in the remote. Okay,
So I have to push the
no
code
goodness.
in this link. So to push that, you can simply type git push
Okay, so
u.
stay there now. So there is a two option there. There is a fetch and there is a push. What are we do know this. Push means I am actually pushing my local changes to the remote. What is patch here?
Fetch is here actually you can fetch the code from your remote repository.
Okay, okay, all right,
Okay, so is my voice clear now?
yes.
Okay, so I have to run git push u and then origin main because the branch is main. So if I hit and
So it
it
will
is,
take time based on the sizes of the changes and the speed of your internet. So it is actually uploading from your local computer, means local repository, to the remote repository, and then we will see the message what has been changes in this.
yes. So it is uploading the code in the remote repository. So it is done with 100% successfully. So if I go to my project in the repository, so if I reload this project, so the internet is very slow. It's taking time.
So in the meantime, I'm actually going git.ts40.us, and I'm logging here as well, so I can share my screen.
So,
What happened? Is my internet slow too?
no, my internet is slow.
Well, I know.
So
My internet is slow as well.
I don't know why this happens.
No, maybe if someone is trying to access our git.ts40.us a lot, probably that's the reason.
Let me check another URL.
No, yeah, other URL is working fine. Interesting. Yeah, other URL is just working just fine.
Yes, it's working.
Okay.
But
Someone is being extra nice. They're accessing. They're just trying to learn at the there as we are doing. Okay. I was able to log in now. Okay. Are you able to log in?
it is loading the files.
Okay.
Oh,
Probably many people is trying to log in at the same time. So it is like it's kind of the called the loading issue and the performance issues. Is my internet slow? I don't know.
no. So I pushed a test file and you can see that here I have a test.java file because I pushed the Java file. So uh, can you see it now?
Yes, is loading. On my
Okay.
computer is loading.
Maybe the server is a little bit slow.
I- Definitely many people is accessing it.
Yes.
That's funny. All right. So we should, in this kind of situation, we could have actually add the auto scaling on our server. It means we actually added a standard like the virtual server on the cloud, and if we knew that there will be many traffic, we will be actually adding the extra resources on the virtual server so that it will be loading faster. I can see it's still slow, and I'm not able to log in at all basically. Okay. Then we'll not be able to actually show the remaining things. Nope.
Mm,
Hmm.
It's taking too much time.
because so many people is loading. And I can check behind the scene how the server is behaving at this moment. So let's check it out. Uh, all right, it's still loading, right?
Yes, it is still.
So at this moment, let's see what is behaving history, and then I can see
Is it
that.
still loading in your?
Yeah, it is not loading. It is not that bad really. On my end, it is not.
If I get this, sorry.
It is not loading. But on the actually the physical server, oops. So I do not see it is loading here that much. It is like a normal. The public internet speed is normal, and then our disk IO is disk IO is normal. Okay, let's see. Can I share my screen? By the way,
Okay.
hmm. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Can you
you
hear
can
me?
hear.
Hmm. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm not able to log in. The gate is giving me the error. Unfortunately, we cannot actually the continue the remaining command because the I can see the CPU usage is higher than the normal usages on the cloud end. I can see the disk IO is usage is high, but the bandwidth is okay. So like it means the many people is actually are trying to access at the same time, and that's the reason it is slow. System and the users, actually it is the users and the systems are at the same time, and the disk input output is also high. And
Did you share your screen?
I did not, I cannot share my.
Okay.
You can go to the digital ocean, then I can see actually.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you do now? What do you do now? Can I see? I can access everything, but not the Git. All right. Unfortunately, we cannot like share the remaining the command. We have to set up the timing to do the second part. But so what do we cover then? Let me see. I'm trying still. Nope. It is not allowing to log in. So actually, we could have used the public Git actually. Can you push to the public Git, by the way, so we can actually continue this at the moment?
Uh, the site is not loading actually. It is
No,
showing the
public, just the public GitHub, public
okay.
GitLab. Yep. Can you go to the regular GitLab? Regular GitLab is good.
GitLab. So I have to create another account. Like I have an account in GitTS4, but I don't have any account in GitLab.
Got it.
But I
Pranto,
can.
go
Uh,
ahead.
Pranto bhai, can you work with uh, GitLab or GitHub?
Okay. So
see if we can finish this up because the
We can do also into the GitHub. So I think my GitHub is ready.
okay. So let's do it in
We
the
can.
GitHub.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. Recently,
Okay.
The password is.
hi everyone.
Okay. So this is my GitHub account. So first of all,
We have to start like creating a fresh project, right?
yes,
Sure.
to create a new project. So
We
to
have
create
to
a new,
redo everything, correct? We can do the
yes,
Yeah.
redo.
to create
Yeah,
a.
good.
Okay. So to create a new repository, just click on this new button. Okay. Actually, in the GitLab they call project. In the GitHub they call it repository, but the same things. Okay. So into the repository name, we can give the name here, anything, but give the relative good name of your project, related name. So I can say my first Java project. And this is the public or private. We can choose the private, and then um, nothing else. We're fine. We can also add the description if we want. It's optional. Then just simply click on the create repository. So here it is. This is my repository. Okay, now um, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually push my project into this repository. Okay, so to push it, what I can do, I'll go to my command prompt. Okay, I'm already inside the demo underscore project directory. Okay, so first of all, um, I have to config. I have to config the information. Remember, we config
You
the
can do the
with
same thing. Yeah,
another.
you can
Yes.
run faster
So
now.
git config
You don't need to repeat the same
dash
thing. We're
user
just
dot name.
we're reproducing the same thing instead of we are stopping.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my username. Uh, unknown option. Git config dash dash user dot email. Let me check with the email. No. Okay, so it's not allowing me to do this. What I can do, I can simply, I can, okay.
What happened here?
I think it's for the file, the initialized file you have already inside the project. Maybe. Already status. Will it show anything? Which may, yeah, nothing to comment. But um,
Why not just create the new project and then do the everything brand new instead of
okay,
on this folder? That might be easier.
okay. So let me create a new project. New project. My first Java project. Finish. Then just simply create a class here. Demo class. Hello from Java. Then let me save it. Okay. So let me go to my command prompt. Then I'm inside the demo project. Okay. Let me close the terminal and open the command prompt again. CMD. Okay. So now I have to go to the directory cd eclipse workspace cd. Let me check the here is the project cd my first Java project here. So this is the project. Okay. So now I will initialize the file git init. Okay. So initialize an empty repository. Okay. Then uh, also I can create a branch first. Git branch main. Okay. Not a valid object name master. Oh, okay. So before we do that, then let me check the status. So all these files are the untracked. So git add dot track all the file git status. So all the file is tracked. Okay. Then here I can simply git commit dash m push project. Okay. Now git push to origin main. Okay, it's saying okay. So here failed to push some refs to origin. So I think it's the issue. Let me check the file config file. Okay, here I can see that username is Shiblu Ahmed, user.email is the Shiblu F Ahmed at gmail.com. So we can fix it git config dash dash user dot name. This is my username. Okay, I think why it's showing this.
But I think you have to add a remote repository, git remote add, and then the URL.
Okay, so you are saying this one, right? I mean, connect with my repository. Okay,
Yes, fine. You can check
so
by git remote uh, dash v.
git remote dash v.
Yes,
It's
there is
nothing.
no.
Yeah,
So
so git remote add origin. Then I have to copy the link of this project. Just simply copy this and double quotation paste it. Okay, now it check. Okay, here you can see, right? Okay, now we can let's say git. Now I can push, right?
yes,
Git push upstream origin main. Okay, now we are getting the another error that failed to push. The main does not match any, so that means we don't have any branch. Um, let's check. It's saying the master, so let us create a branch main. Branch main. Okay, then check out. main. Okay, so switch to branch main. Now if I push it, git push, let's go you origin. So whatever you, whenever you will get the error, like you may get the error, that's not a big deal, but try to read the error and fix it. Okay, origin main. Okay, it's pushed. Now if I reload it, so here is my project. Now I have to give the access permission to Pratik. So go to the settings, click on the collaborations, add people, then here Rafur. Oh, what is your username or the email, Rafur?
Username Protik 111.
Okay, Pratik. Then
111.
oh, okay, 111. This one. Okay. Then add repository, add Pratik to this repository. Okay. So he has to accept it. Then he will be able to work on this project. Okay. So let me stop my part.
So Pratik, you
So
can continue like
okay.
repeat.
So I have been added in this project to collaborate. So I have to accept the
Sharing
link.
screen.
So I can share my screen.
All right, you're good.
Can you see it?
Yes.
So as my username is linked to this mail, so I have to accept from my Gmail account. So let me. So you can see Jan Albranto invited you to collaborate. So I have to click view invitation. Okay, then I have to log in. Like so. So I have to accept it. So I have accept the link, and as before we have to copy the sorry, we have to fork the repository. So I can simply fork it and as the same name. So create fork. I have forked the project, and then I have to copy, like clone the project. So we are we will be cloning the project by HTTPS protocol. So let's copy the URL and go to my local folder. So I can create a folder like Java test, then go to my project folder. So I simply open the terminal and then clone the repository. To clone that, just simply git clone and then the URL. So if I hit, so it is cloned now. So this is the project. I have cloned it. So I have to open it in VS Code. So to open the project, you can simply type code dot to open in VS Code. So I have opened the project. So I have to open the terminal in this VS Code. So we are in my first Java project. So to check the status of this folder, I can simply type git status. We are in main branch, so nothing to commit. We have to add file based on the user stories as the developer. So as like before, I want to add a test file like test .java. I can simply copy and paste here, and then write test file. So we have added a file. So as you can see that the test.java file is highlighted with a uh, bluish color. So to check the unchecked file, you have to run like git status. So it is showing the git status like unchecked file. So we have one file. So to track this, we have to use git add. You can type any file name, but I want to give a dot, because dot is actually track all the files in your my first Java project. So git add dot. So the file is little bit lighter now, so I have to commit it. So let me commit by a relevant message like test file edit. So one file has changed 9 insertion, because we have nine lines of code. So to push, before push, we can simply check which remote URL has been linked in this project, like git remote SV. So we have like a link, like this was my username and the project. So to push in this URL, you have to like git like I can check my status, because I have to check uh, in which branch we are in. So git status. So we are in main branch, so I have to push in main branch, like git push q origin main. So if I hit, then it will push into this main branch. So if I go to my project, like this one is the project I have forked from this journal pranto / my project, because it is showing forked from this link. So in GitHub, it is a little bit different from GitLab. Like one commit ahead, because I committed a new file. So if I go to the source file, I can see that I have a test file, because I have added the file. So, and if I compare with the main repository, that is journal pranto my project, so there is no like the test file. So as a developer, I want to add a feature and contribute in this project. So I have added the like a feature test file. So to merge in this repository, I have to do a pull request. And in GitLab, it is a little bit different to make a pull request. We have to show it like in another show and tell. So we can simply do a pull request in GitHub, like by clicking this pull request. So in pull request, you have to click this new pull request button. So so it is showing that the changes file I want to create a pull request. So it is showing that it is able to merge. So I have to create a pull request, and then I can leave a comment. Please add, sorry, please add a the test file. Uh, so uh, just click on the create pull request. So I have uh, done the pull request. So the owner of this project, in this project, the Prantava is the owner, so he has to merge the project by reviewing the test file. So I want to continue now by Prantava because he has to uh, merge the test file. So
Okay,
can you, okay, you can share now.
thank you. Okay, so let me share my screen now. So you can share, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so like if I go to my code, so here I can see that src, into the src I don't have any test class. See, I have only my demo class. Okay, so to merge this code, merge means to add his contribution into my main repository. Okay, um, that part is called the merge. So what I have to do, I have to go to the pull request. Here you can see that I have a one request, and this is the request, the test file added. Okay, so if I open it, here I can see that who is added the code, Pratik. He's added the code and it's asking to merge. And I can see the commits. If I go to the commits, okay, this is the test file added. If I want to go here, see here I can see who, what is he adding. So as a owner or as a leader, I can review his codes and I can give him the feedback, or if I have anything need to change before merge the code, I can give him the feedback because I don't want to conflict the code into the repository. Okay, so this is all you can see and all you can review. So after reviewing everything, you can just simply go to here, and then uh, you can merge pull request. Okay, so if I click here and if I confirm the merge, so it will take little bit time and it merged. Now if I go to the code, go to the src, here I can see test.java is added into the main repository. Okay, so this is how actually in a single project or in a single repository the
So
multiple team members can work, they can
very nice
contribute the
job. Thank you. The
okay.
with our issues still we have covered. So in this case, if Pranto make any changes and then Pratik also make the changes. So and Pranto change actually in the main repository, and Pratik change will not be accepted. Pratik has to pull first. Am I right, Pratik?
Yes.
So Pratik has to pull the latest code, and then he can actually make the changes for his part. So so that's actually the how it works. So at this situation, if Pranto make any changes and Pratik also make the changes, Pratik push only to his branch and he's trying to do the merge, it will be conflicted because it will say the the remote branch and your code is two different thing. So Pratik, in this case, you have to do the what do you have to do? Pull first, right?
Yes. So to do the pull request in the API stream, like in the owner repository, there should be a changes file. Like uh, uh, now the file
Pranto,
is similar.
Pranto make
So
the changes. Pranto to
yes,
make the changes from the let's cover this as well, then that will be good to go. Go to your the yep
file.
So
second change. Just write the second changes and the comments.
Let me add another
line. Yep.
line. Uh, Another line of code.
Okay.
And also I can put a comment. Another line. Okay. Now I'm just going to save it and now go to my command prompt. Okay. If I press git status, see,
Yep.
this file is untracked. I mean, need to update. So what I can do, git add. Okay. So let me add with the file name, or I can let me add with the dot for now. So git add now git status. Okay. Git commit -m. Okay. Another line added. Then git push stream origin main. Rejected. It's okay. I think I have to fetch first, right? Git
Yep. Absolutely.
git fetch.
Because do you know why? Because you did not have the latest version.
Yep. So git
Will it be
push.
patch or it will be like the pool? Okay, let's see. Nope,
Okay.
it will not. So in this case, it will be the pool, I will say.
Okay. So let me try the git pull.
So probably you have to do the you already stages. Okay, you did it. So
Okay.
now you try.
Git push stream
I
origin
think we
main.
had these issues before. Let's see if we can do this.
Okay. Yes. So
So
now if
the
I
same thing
go,
happened. So remember that. So that's the collaborative approach. You just cannot start doing things. In the meantime, if Pratik is trying to do this, he will have the same issues because the code has to be updated. Okay. So now the another line of code, we got it. Okay, you can stop now, and Pratik, you can try to do the same thing. It will stop you as well. Because so
Okay.
now if Pratik write the code and he try to push, because at this moment remote repository and his local repository are not the same, correct?
Yes.
So
So
the best practice will be, if this is the case, if he knows, again this is the collaborative environment, if he knows, then he has to pull first. Pull means he has to update the repository from the remote to his, and then it will work. If he does not know, then he can write the changes, but he will not be able to push it. What he has to do? He has to do pull, then he has to do the push. Last part.
so
Okay.
okay. So as Prantavai has added some files, so I am like 3 comments behind. If I compare to my
You can share
project,
a screen. Are you going to share a screen? Oh, let me see.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
can you
I just
see
okay.
now?
Yes.
So as Prantavai has committed like new file, another lines of code, and I can compare this the project
Correct.
that this branch is 3 commits behind
Nice.
Jaga Pranto. So I have to add this in this project. In GitLab, it is a little bit different, but we have to show it in another show and tell. Like so, in GitHub, you can just simply for Git sync
Oh, so you can
with
sync the. Got it.
yes,
Got it. Okay.
you can sync it with this repository, like clicking the update branch.
So it
So
will actually update your local branch, correct?
yes,
We
the
got it.
remote.
Okay.
So successfully added in the project, because if I go to my demo class Java file,
Yep.
uh,
It shows when it is added, another line
the
of
file
code.
has been changed. So to work in this latest repository, I have to pull the latest changes. So to do that, I have to run a command like git pull. So let me check the status.
So the first we have to the sync forking on the UI, and then
Yes,
we have to pull from your local computer.
yes, from my
Okay.
local computer, because you have to work with the latest changes.
Yes.
So you have to pull the code first and then work in the news based on the user story. So to pull the code, you have to like uh, let me type git pull. So the file has been added in the demo class, like the file has been changed. Now
Nice. Yep.
uh, you can see the changes in my local repository from the remote repository. So and in the next you can
Yeah, and you
add
can do the same
another
circle again, right?
same
The
thing.
way
Yes,
we just did it. All right.
yes.
Okay.
So
That's I think that's all we wanted to cover.
yes,
Do you have anything else beside this?
uh, we can add like branching and other
Sure.
stuffs.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Go ahead, please.
So like we have another feature like branching. So to
So let
work,
me let me
why?
go over the branching, then you guys can create. So branching is the concept of the branching is as the Git is collaborative platform. So multiple developers, multiple means can be five, six, seven, as I said. For the TS for you, there is a front end, the user panel, there is the admin panel, and then there is a back end. There is a mobile, there is a desktop. So we have a lot of repository. So if there is a single developer or the individual developer is responsible for each of this, the code base, it means they have to work on their own repository, and we simply call it branch. So we are going to create the branch on the remote repository, and then from the local computer in the local host we are going to push to the remote branch. That's the we are going to do. So what is the benefits are we are not going to affect any existing code. We are going to be silo ourselves. We are going to make changes without any interruption with other people or the main code. Once our code the making the once we make changes all the code, in this case we are going to start the merging strategy. So my branch to the main branch, that's what we'll be doing, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So suppose you want to add a feature in the project. So it is a best practice to create a separate branch to work in the feature. So to create a branch, like we have like one branch now. If I check git branch, then we have a main branch and a asterisk sign. Uh, mm, uh, the asterisk sign is basically pointing the head. That means we are in main branch. So to create a new branch, I have to run a command like git branch, and then like feature one. You can simply uh, name any branch, like I am giving feature one. So I have created feature one branch, and let me check how many branches are there in here. So git branch. So we have like two branch, feature one and then main. So to work in feature one branch, I have to switch in this branch. So by doing a command like git take out and the branch name, so feature one, the branch we are going to switch. So branch feature one, so it is showing that switch to branch feature. So again I can check git branch. Now we can see that the head asterisk sign is pointing the feature one branch. So we are in feature one branch. So feature one branch actually holding the all the coded inside the main branch. So we are in feature one branch. Suppose I want to add another file like feature1 dot java. So I can simply copy the file feature1 and then add a simple line is the feature file. So in feature branch we have a feature one branch. So I have to add this file into the main branch because I have to merge it. And to do that, we can simply git add all and then git commit to take a shot, git commit, and then feature file added. So git committed. So if I switch in my main branch now, like git, we are in like git status. So we are in on branch feature one. So if I switch in the main branch git check out and then main, so you'll be seeing that the feature one file will not be there like in main branch. So if I hit, then you can see that there is no feature one file. So to bring the file, you have the feature one branch. So so to merge the branch, you can simply type git merge and then the feature one, like branch name, which branch I want to merge. So git merge feature. So as you can see, the branch feature one branch has been merged. So we have like feature one branch. So in a large project, basically you have to do this like, because it will be a large code base. So you'll be working with so many features. It's a best practice to work with branches and then merging with your main branch. So we have added. So I have to like git add. Let me check git status. So we have committed because in the commit like feature file added. So we have to push it in the main branch. So git push you you origin main. So the code has been pushed. So if I go to my file, let me check if I reload this. So as you can see, the feature file has been added. So this is the feature file. So if I go to my project, that is one commit ahead, that means journal pranto main is one commit behind because I added a new feature file. So as like before, we have to create pull request and then like add a description. You can simply write a comment, and I can simply just create pull request. So I have done a pull request, and the owner of the project in this project, this is Jainal Pranto is the owner, so he has to merge the file. So that's it actually.
All right, Panta, you can go ahead. You can check it out. Then we'll be done actually the whole end to end.
Okay, so go to my project again, go to the code. So here I can see that I have another pull request. Before that, I can check that I don't have any file here, the latest file. So just go to the pull request. Then this is the feature file added. Click here, and the same way, if I want to check the code, I can go to the commits, or if I want to merge this one, just simply click on the merge pull request, and it's merged. Okay, let's see, it's merged. Now if I go to the code, go to the src, and here I can see feature1.java.
Excellent.
Okay,
All right. So thank you both of you. I think we have covered every single the thing we had in the. You can stop your screen now. Let's see. Okay. We have covered our. Sorry about the issues, but issue did not actually stop us. We do not actually believe in any reason not to do anything. We actually do it. Basically, from this, this fork have been done. Cloning has been covered. Push new changes has been covered. Pull request has been covered. So pull request on the GitLab is the same in the different location, but the same concept. The pull request again on the GitLab, so you guys can see from the slide to do the Git pull request on the GitLab, and you can see this. We have done this, and then we have actually start the branching strategy. So branching is, as the Pratik mentioned, on our new feature, we are going to create the new branch. After the new branch create, we actually make all the code changes. Then we will switch to the new branch to work, make all the changes. Then we go to the main branch. Then actually merge the new branch. Pratik, correct?
Yes, fine.
And then it will be finally push. After the push is done, then we follow the same strategy. As the owner, you have to do the pull request and do the proper comments and add you want based on the user story. Then the pull request will be displaying on the owner end. Owner will be reviewing and then accept your pull request. Finally, the code is merged. Code is actually the same in both computer. So Git branch is important so that you are silo a feature without actually messing around with the existing code base. So merging is in and out important. Git branch and the Git merge. Pull the code from the remote. We have covered actually through the hands-on, so you guys can see, and all the command has been added, so you can try it out yourself. And the basic Git command, I think we have basically the run each of this command except the reset, I believe. So you guys can do yourself. And the basic branching synchronization. Branching has other command you can I think we have done this one. We have done this one. Log is simple, easy. Remote add we have done. Pull. Did you do the fetching? You did not.
No, we can actually use the pull request, because
Got it.
pull
Same thing.
request, yes, same thing, but it
Don't-
downloads the latest code actually.
Got it. All right, so super exciting. Next tutorial we'll be setting up with a different topic. That topic will be definitely the very, very interesting and exciting. So until then, thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. Sorry about the delay, but I think we have covered all the topic that we have promised tonight. Thank you both of you, Pranta and Pratik. Have a good night, guys.
Free webinar on January 7th, 2023. Get 2 weeks of free trial by joining our courses. Benefits you'll get from us. To know more, feel free to contact us.